One example that I remember from an old friend of mine is when she was in elementary school, she drew a picture. And what she did is she drew the sky in all the way from the sky, the top, all the way down to the ground. And her teacher took the picture and said, "Wow, how smart. You know the sky goes all the way from the top down to the ground. What a great artist you are." Now, what my friend remarked is, why didn't this teacher say, "What a great scientist you are"? There is something in the expectations we have for people of different sexes or different genders, male, female, that causes them to take different life trajectories and might close off trajectories that actually would be a terrific journey for the person to take. For me, it's a question of expectation. And do we have expectations out there that, whether we know it or not, are having a major impact on the life choices and the career choices that people are making? It's interesting because I would describe them as in the air. I mean, if I ask you, okay, give me a stereotype of a guy, give me a stereotype of a woman, give me a stereotype of a math major. We all know the stereotype. So they're in the air. And what's interesting is we may not believe in those stereotypes, we may not endorse those stereotypes, but we know those stereotypes. And because we know those stereotypes, and we know that other people know them, they can just have an impact regardless of our belief or our intention. Let's say that you go into a pre-med curriculum and it gets hard at organic chemistry. And if you're a guy and this is science, well, okay, it's pre-med, I'm a guy, this must just be hard, so I'm just going to have to stick to it. However, let's say you're first generation, or if you're female, there's another hypothesis that society's stereotype tell you might want to entertain, which is it's not only hard, it's hard for you. You really shouldn't be there. That is, everybody else is fine, they should be there, but maybe you aren't cut out for this. That's an issue, that's a problem. That's not a problem that a male pre-med student might face. They don't have that stereotype making that suggestion to them. But other people from other groups might have that suggestion there for them to entertain. You may not be able to combat all the ways in which these hidden biases influence you, but you may be able to combat some of them. Let's say that there is this connection hidden in people's heads that math equals male. Well, how do you combat that? Well, simply show people role models of women who are excelling in math. Or if you explicitly tell people, look, there is no difference. Both men and women can excel in this science. That does a lot to sort of alleviate the effects of what I'm talking about. The moment of truth for a student is when it gets difficult. And the question is, how do you handle that? How do you handle the challenge? Well, first, do you see it as a challenge, or do you see it as a threat? Do you think that you have developed yourself all the ways that you've developed, so the fact that now it's getting difficult means that, I'm sorry, you're just not good enough? Or do you think, oh, now it's getting interesting?